All right, 210 Boxing TV here with Omar Figueroa Jr. All right, man, we're in camp with your brother Brandon Figueroa, the Heartbreaker. He's coming for that big rematch with Stephen Fulton on February 1st. Talk about, the preparation and, the first fight and what's going to change in this rematch.
I mean, I feel like Brandon did enough to win the first time around too, but that's the way it goes in this sport. This time we're just working on being better. I mean, being better all around, having better defense, better offense, better footwork, better conditioning, better just everything, better game plan. Better. We're trying to be better as a team as well, better as a unit, like just better communication, everything, just all around.
How do you see Brandon from 122 to being at 126 now?
He's a completely different person. I mean, from somebody who went through the same thing and knows what the weight, the difference that the weight makes. Like I'm glad that he's feeling this way, and I feel like he's about ready to go up again.
What we see on TV and what happens behind the scenes are two different things, right? Talk about that night. What was the feeling from Brandon, your dad, and just the team about the decision not going your way?
I feel like it's the best way you can lose a fight. Like if you're gonna lose, that's the best way to lose it, because the fans watch the fight and people watch the fight. Everyone has their own opinion, but we know the majority who saw the fight knows that it should have gone the other way, or at least, I don't know, at least not the ridiculous scores that were given. But
it was 116, 112 Fulton.
Yeah, again, that's why I'm saying. So this time we hopefully not leave it in the hands of the judges, but we're gonna do our best to come out on top.
Since that fight, right, Brandon Figueroa's had really good performances against Castro, Maxayo, and then Fulton. Of course, he got knocked out by Inoue, and then he struggled with Carlos Castro. Do you feel like Fulton's gone down since then, and your brother's gone up?
I mean, all I care about is my brother and the condition that he's going to be in come fight night, and because I know that if he's at his best, it's going to be damn hard for anybody to beat him. So as long as he's good, I'm more than confident that he's going to come out on top.
Do you feel like your dad was saying, don't want to underestimate everyone, just expect the best Fulton?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, you have to because that's what makes you work harder. Like you know that the other guy's working as hard as you are, that the other guy's at the same level as you are, that y'all are vying for the same title. So you got to put in the work, and it just lights that fire under you that you need.
What makes Brandon such a difficult fighter? Like one of his strongest attributes is his stamina. Do you feel like he has one of the best motors in boxing?
I mean, yeah, the stamina, the power, the durability, he's where he's at because he has everything, and that's when you get a special fighter, when he can combine the many attributes that make people great and have it in one. And I feel like my brother has all that.
Now, I want to also ask you, right, after the first fight, Fulton was like, no, I won. It wasn't, do you feel like, because your brother asked him right after the fight, he's like, you really think you won? Like, how much did that really piss your brother off?
I mean, it did enough. Just losing does enough to piss someone off, right? But the fact that Fulton kind of owned it, it was like my brother had enough fuel to already want to destroy him. But that, again, if you see my brother, you know that he's extra motivated and he's sharp as hell right now.
This rematch is a long time coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was supposed to happen in December, and then it was going to get pushed back and then finally we got it. What does it feel to finally know, okay, this, because honestly, you could have other fights, but to right that wrong, to get that get back for that loss, what is it like to finally have that opportunity for Brandon and for your family?
I mean, I guess we'll find out on fight night, but for now, it's great to know that the possibility exists, and that's what we're heading towards. And hopefully, it goes through, and Brandon's able to fulfill that goal of his.
You know as well as anyone, right? As we get older, our motor, our stamina slows down. Right now, Brandon is prime. What, he's 27, 28?
28.
Right now, that's 27, 28. That's smack dead middle of your prime. Do you feel like Brandon has to take advantage of the situation with his stamina, with his motor, and just his power, and him being in his prime?
I mean, well, yeah, since right now is when he has it, of course, he has to take advantage of it now, and when he doesn't, he has to resort to other things that are going to take him to where he wants to go. That's what happens. You adapt and survival of the fittest.
Brandon switching, do you think that causes problems for people when he switches up from righty to lefty?
I mean, yes. Yes, because it's not something that the regular boxer does, and then not at this level, especially not at this level. People get to this level because they focus solely on the one thing that they're good at or whatever. But my brother managed to make it work using a variety of things, and so yeah, I feel that's what sets him apart.
Omar, you're retired. How does it feel just, living the family life and just being able to support your brother and just life after boxing, man?
I wish if the transition would have been that simple, but I had a lot of healing to do. I had a lot to handle when it came to my mental health and everything that I lived as a child and everything that it took to get to where I got, and just everything, life in general. But yeah, I've been surviving, helping my bro as much as I can, and mainly in the mental aspect. Especially at this point of him in his career, at this point in his life, and everything. Life has been lifing, as you know, since COVID started, man, and it's been hitting a lot of people differently. But I feel like it's bringing the right issues to light, and we're just toughing it out.
Like you said, man, the mental health. And a lot of men, especially us Latinos, Mexicanos, Mexicans from Texas as well. It's hard for us to admit that. I want to commend you, Josh Franco, for putting out there, letting you know, hey, bro, you could let people know you have problems. You could let sometimes we got to get our mind right, bro, because sometimes our mind can play tricks on me. Our mind can play tricks on us.
Yeah.
What made you want to come out and just just be? Because, bro, a lot of people, they're not going to come out and air their personal business like that.
I feel like what made it a lot easier for me is that, none of it was my fault, first off. And that's something that it takes a lot of us a long time to understand, that, it isn't our fault. The stuff we go through, especially as children, is not our fault. And we need to be graceful with ourselves, show ourselves some love, the same way that we would show children who are going through tough times, like you would show that person unconditional love and support and grace. And so that's what we got to do with ourselves, and that's the mission I'm on. That's what I'm trying to do with myself, and that's why I try to extend that to everyone else and try to let people know that that's the only way we're all going to get better.
What's your message to anyone, man, woman, anyone, old, child, struggling with mental health?
Talk to someone. That's the bit. To someone who's there to help. Because obviously, if you talk to the wrong person, it could get worse.
They could be
More
like,
likely,
stop being a pussy, stop crying.
It's gonna get worse. So if you talk to someone who cares and who's gonna, be kind about it, like that's what we should do. Talk to somebody. Talk to somebody who cares. Family, if not family, friend, if not friend, teacher, if not, so we all have somebody.
How proud are you for you, the one that started, and then for your brother to follow in your steps and him become what he is now?
Well, no, this guy took the baton and turned it into 3-4 batons. Like that, that's what I love it. I love that he took what I had and multiplied it. That's what, as a family, that's what I feel the goal is supposed to be. Like I brought one title to the family, and my brother's multiplying it, and everyone's getting a piece of the cake now.
Because I'm from Texas, and world champions from the Valley, that shit don't happen.
Well, no,
that don't happen, bro.
I was the first one. My brother's the second one. We're the only ones.
There's no one since then, right?
No.
How real is Brotherhood in Cardenismo?
Well, at least with us, we were raised differently too. We're everything to each other. We know and we understand that we're the only ones who are going to be there truly and 100% for ourselves, for the family, for the blood.
All right, man, I appreciate you so much. All right, so February 1st, co-main event, Brandon Figueroa, Stephen Fulton. Everyone got to tune in, right? Any message you want to leave off with today?
It's going to be worth it. Just, I hope everyone's having a good time. I hope everyone's, has some peace in their lives, and, go get what you want.
All right, appreciate you, Omar.
Yes, sir.